So in Russia, when I first came here, everyone was always talking to me about how in England, like teas, everyone just talked about tea, about 5 o'clock tea, and and all about the tea's amazing in England and all this stuff. And I was like, because being brought up in England, you have tea every day, you don't really think about it. And obviously, I came to understand that 5 o'clock tea, I guess, is afternoon tea, but no one really has afternoon tea unless you're the Queen. I don't know anyone that has afternoon tea. We just have tea whenever we want it. But tea in Russia is also really popular. I guess they aspire to be like what they think the myth is of what tea drinkers of the UK drink. But I always, all my life, I drank tea in packets. But in Russia, people like to come and buy tea by the weight. And there's loads of different types, loads of different flavours. So I've come today to a tea shop because I've always been here as well, just buying tea in packets. And it is much nicer when you buy it by the weight. When you go to a cafe, it is so much nicer to drink that tea because they're not giving you packet tea, they're giving you, tea by the weight. So I've come today to this tea shop. A week ago I started to drink tea that I bought by the weight instead of packet tea, and it is so much nicer. So now I'm kind of addicted already. Maybe it's a middle-aged thing, or maybe having a middle-age crisis, but I've come here to the shop to get lots of different teas, try them out, and find some nicer teas. I guess winter's coming along, so I'm not going to be drinking beer as much now that the summer's finished, and it's going to be tea and soups and all that kind of stuff. But I'm here anyway in the tea shop buying some different teas, and we'll see what we get. Hopefully it's going to be nice.
Приятный. Зеленый не любите. Как я сегодня насыпала. А шоколад очень вкусный, российского производства. Да. Малина в йогурте, орехи в шоколаде.
Шоколад. Ладно. Так. So in Russia, one of the things that differentiates yourself definitely from the UK is that there's always some sort of celebration, whether it's the day of the students, day of the teachers, day of the workers of the factory, day of the workers of the, I don't know, chemical plant, day of the footballers, day of whatever. There's always a day of someone. If there's not a birthday or New Year or Christmas or Easter, all the other celebrations we have in the UK. And then there's name days, so the day of the person's name. There's so many types of there's a day for everyone, as well as your own birthday, basically, possibly even a few days. So in the tea shop, what I found is it's not just about buying tea, it's just half the shop is about presents and gifts, just different types of teas. Instead of buying flowers, which was always the tradition, now people are buying maybe gift sets of tea and chocolates, teddy bears and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's just loads here. This is a really tiny shop, but there's so much packed into it. It is really amazing, some of the stuff. And I've bought myself 5 different types of tea, and I'm going to go home and try them. And yeah, see what I like.